Lovely. Now it's time to show you the demo how to perform the backup into MySQL. As we have discussed, you can use the MySQL Enterprise Backup if you have Enterprise Backup license, then or you can do the manual backup based on to your business need. So what I'm going to do for performing this action, I'm going to log into my instance and then I can show you how we can perform these various backup using the various tools in the MySQL. So hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes.
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 So as of now, I'm connected with my root directory, and for performing the backup, couple of things you have to keep into mind, like where you need to perform the backup, what are the things you are going to do. So first of all, I'm checking what is the status of my service. Before that, I'm using systemctl, then status MySQL D. So it is saying the service is up and running from the 16 minute after a restart. So my service is up and running. What I'm going to do for performing the backup, first I'm going to create a backup directory. Okay. So I can create a backup directory or I can take the backup as per my desired location. Got it. So whenever you are backing the MySQL Enterprise Manager, then you need a directory. And with that directory, you can able to perform the backup. So here I have connected with the two sessions. Session 1 for the MySQL prompt and session 2 for the root directory, like the OS level thing. So first thing what I'm going to do, I am making the one directory into my machine. I have created a backup directory, and now who will be the owner of this backup directory? Definitely the owner for this backup directory will be my root owner. So if I can see lsf1lart slash backups, you can see who is the owner? Root. So to avoid it, what I'm trying, I'm making the owner of this directory to the MySQL. So for that, I said ch on the MySQL users, MySQL group should be owner of your backup directory. Let me go ahead. Now I change the backup directory ownership to the MySQL. Here you can see now the owner is for this directory is the MySQL. So that one thing you have to keep into mind. Apart from that, always you can keep into mind whenever you are doing so your data directory by default the data directory is the var lib MySQL it should be, or you can check in your configuration file what is the data directory you have. So if I can open in the here, just example, in the etc we have a my.cnf. So this directory, if you can see, I have a data directory, data dir var lib MySQL. So that's okay. The data is written onto this directory in my environment. So my all the data file which I am giving in the MySQL, it will be created over there. Okay. Told you, I told you whenever you are performing the backup onto MySQL, you need to give the lots of permission. If you remember, we have talked, we need to give the lots of permission to the MySQL user. Got it? So first thing what I'm going to do, I am going to give the permission onto that. So definitely you have other things also you have to do, like your database, the InnoDB log file group, the InnoDB log file size, those all can be also possible, and then you can able to do it accordingly. But what I am going to do in simple logic, I am going to create a first a user for my backup. Got it? Because without user, I cannot able to perform my backup. So first of all, I am going to create the users for the MySQL. Got it? And for this, I need to create a user of the for my backup. That is, I can use like here create. So in the MySQL, I have to connect. Sorry. So I have connected with the MySQL. It will ask me the password, and I'm giving my password, and I have connected to the MySQL. Now you can see we have a these on my machine, the databases. Now let me see if I can go to the MySQL database. So MySQL database, you have a one table which is called users table. So user, sorry, users. So tables, and here you can see that we have a user table. So in the user table, if you can see, we have a all the users information. So what I'm doing, I'm selecting the my username and the host name. That is the two thing I'm selecting. So I'm selecting the user and host from user table. So these are the users I have, which I have created earlier. If you remember, Raj localhost plus my another client machine. From there I have given. Okay, so I should create the users who can perform the backup onto the this. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a users here. And my user's name I'm giving the user called the backup user. So I can, so it is saying the password which I am using, that is not as per the policy. Now, if you remember, we have talked about the security terms, the password, we need a special character or the symbols like that. So for that, what I'm going to do, I am going to create the password with the some things with those characters. So I'm putting with the my name, just example. So it will be easy for me to remember. In the real life, I'm not doing like that, but it's just for demo, so I'm doing that way. So what I'm going to do, I'm putting the Rajiv at date123. Got it. And now, as per the policy, I am giving the password, the special character I have given, number I have given, caps I have given, a small I have given, and minimum 8 character. That is my policy. So the user has created. Since your user is created, you can able to keep the permission. And if you remember in the theory we discussed, first privilege what you need to give to reload privilege, because until unless you will not give the reload privilege, it won't able to do anything. So reload on all table in all database, I need to give the permission. So for that, I am giving the permission here called grant reload star dot star, means all databases, all the table into the my instance. Now the user have, the backup user have all the permission onto that. After that, what I'm going to do, I need to give them the create, insert, and drop. Where, if you remember, we talked about a MySQL, we have a one other table which is called backup information. So if you can see here, so tables. So here in the MySQL, we have a IB backup. Let me go for the I. Sorry. So, okay. IB backup will log is not there. So basically, when you will stores the enterprise edition, then you can get the one like a new table here, which will monitor your backup. So in this server, I don't have the enterprise edition. That's why. But just for understanding the concept, you can easily understand. There is a IB backup bin log marker. There is a one table with the enterprise edition you can get. So for there, you need to give the permissions. How to give it? Similar way, I am giving the grant, create, insert, drop on MySQL database IB backup bin log marker. So that table I'm giving. Why? Because this will be capture the information about the my backup. Okay. So that's why I'm giving it. Apart from that, there is also one thing. which you can find, like you can give the backup progress. So here also you cannot able to see the table with the backup progress. Otherwise, if you have the enterprise DB, there's one more table you can find, which is called backup progress. Also, I need to give them the create insert permission onto that backup progress table. That's it. Shubham,
Yes, sir.
if you remember, you have seen these things into the enterprise DB.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now here, what I'm trying to do, here I'm giving the backup progress. So for backup progress, I need to give the permission for the create and insert and drop. Let me give it. So grant create insert drop on MySQL backup progress backup, and then you can able to perform it. Now that permission is given to the backup progress, that is there. Plus I need to give them the create and insert onto backup history, because whenever the backup will be performed, they will maintain the history at what time you have taken the backup and those. So for that, you can give the grant create insert drop onto MySQL backup history also. So these are the some thumb rule you have to give it, and accordingly you can able to perform the backup. Now I have given to the backup progress, I have given to the backup history, I have given to the bin log maker. So these are all the things we have given. Okay. Now apart from that, if you are using the replication server for the backup, then you have to give the permission onto replication also. Got it? So for that, I am giving the replication privilege onto there. So I am going to give the replication privilege here, like grant replication client on start to backup user, and he is going to use it accordingly as per the business need. Now he have the full privilege into that. Apart from that, one more thing, if you remember, we talked about the super user privilege. Got it? So I am giving them the super user privilege as well. Now backup user has the super user privilege, plus they need a create temporary table. So that also I am giving the permission. Got it? And now I have given the create temporary table privilege as well. So these are the couple of privilege you require to give it, plus one more privilege you can give it whenever you are using, like these all are into MySQL database. So MySQL backup progress to monitor the backup progress, backup history to monitor to check the what time the last backup was performed, and those all. Plus, if you are using in the MySQL, so there is a performance schema also. The one of the database in the newer version you can see, which is called performance schema. Got it? So you need to give the permission onto the performance schema as well. Like if I can go and connect to the performance schema, like so database. Okay, instead of this, I can go use, and I am connecting with my performance schema database. Like here you can see we have a, where is the, yes, performance schema. So this performance schema, if I can go to the show tables, there will be a one more table in the enterprise edition you can get, which is called replication group member. So if you can see, there will come the replication group member. So here you can see the replication group member we have in performance schema. So this will also need to give the permission onto this, because here we are giving the select permissions onto the performance schema replication group member. Got it? And then only he can able to perform that task. Let me give that last privilege. So these all are the privilege user required. Now I have given the grant select on performance schema replication group member, and then he can able to perform. Hope you got the idea. The another thing in the performance schema, you can see there is another table called log status. So from that you can able to see what the log permission user have. That also you can able to give them. So the one more last permission I can give, which I can use to give the log
Rajiv,
status, they can check. Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you here. Performance schema replication group member, exactly what does the replication group member do?
So replication topic I have not covered yet. Do you remember we talked about the high availability, and then we said,
Right?
okay, okay, we have a one primary server and then another
Yeah,
we have a slab server,
master and slave.
master and slab. So when you are going the binary log like backup, that
Uh,
case you can get the replication group member it's working or not. That you can able to check the data. Am I correct? So
okay.
that's why I have given the select privilege. He can able to monitor the log status. That means he can able to check the like the backup user when connected, they can able to check okay, what is the log has generated into there. So those monitoring they can able to do. That's why this privilege is required.
Okay.
What idea?
Yeah.
Now I have given this all the permissions. After this permission, simply what you have to do, you can just plus log. So why plus logs is required? Because whatever the changes you have done, the first log statement will going to generate the log. Got it? So the it will force the current binary log to close and next incremental binary log to be started. And that's why I'm putting the here flush logs. That's it. So this is the way you can able to perform the backup. And after that, you can go to your backup directory which you have created. What was there? CD backup, if I remember. And here you can see I don't have any file. Okay. Suppose I don't have the enterprise edition here. Suppose I have enterprise edition, so you can easily able to take the backup now. Good idea? Simple. You can
No,
fix it.
Rajiv, here you tell me what is the difference of this enterprise and this one?
I said earlier, enterprise edition, you need a license in the theory time. Did you remember?
Yeah,
MySQL will
yeah,
come with the community edition as well as the enterprise edition.
yes,
So enterprise edition, Oracle is selling as a license, like the similar like
yes,
Oracle or
yes,
SQL Server, Microsoft is selling as like same. That means you have to pay to them. They will give
yes,
you the advanced tools. They will give you the auditing. They will give you the monitoring tool. They will give you the diagnostic tool, enterprise audit. Those all the features you will get. Got it?
yeah.
So that I'm talking here. If you
No,
have,
I'm not asking about enterprise edition and community edition, but what I'm asking here is when you take a backup you have given as a username as backup and you are going there and trying to take the backup of it, right? In this case, when there is no,
I'm not going to perform the backup. I am just guiding you. Suppose if you have an enterprise edition,
huh,
then how to take the backup. Here it
okay.
won't work because I am using the community edition.
Yeah, that's what
Got it?
community edition and that edition
Yes.
backup, how it works. I'm just asking you.
Yes. So yesterday we have discussed lots about this in the theory part, how the backup will work. Did you forget everything?
No, here I'm asking you like,
See,
okay,
I, I am using the community edition. If you can read carefully, I
yes,
am using the community server.
yes,
There is a one tool which we have discussed, which is called Enterprise Edition, MySQL
yes,
Enterprise Backup.
yes.
So suppose you have an enterprise backup, then how
Hmm,
you can take the backup? That I'm just guiding from this demo.
fine.
Got it? So what I
Yeah,
did, I have just created a one user. My username is the
backup user.
backup
Yes,
user.
yes,
If you remember theory, we have discussed that backup user or whichever the username you are giving, that needs
yes,
some permission to perform
hmm,
the task. That's
yes.
why I have just guided you how you can assign the permission to the user.
Yes.
Got it? Now, whenever user have the full permissions, got it? So whichever the
Yeah.
permission they need the super privilege,
Insert.
they need to insert, update, delete onto the backup
Okay.
history table, the backup progress you can monitor for monitoring purpose. If you don't want to monitor, that means backup will perform, but you can't able to see
Mm.
what status, how much backup is completed, how much is remaining. Those all you can't do. Got it?
Yes.
They are creating the temporary table during the backup, so that's why we have created the temporary table privilege.
Yes.
Okay. So that I was just guiding you how you can able to do. Suppose you are working with the enterprise edition.
Hmm.
Got it?
Yeah.
Now hope it is clear to you.
Yes.
So you can able to perform the backup and accordingly you can able to do. Now, whenever you are going to perform the backup, simply you have to use the MySQL backup command and simply it will work. Got it? Here I am not using the MySQL Enterprise edition. Got it? But suppose you have an Enterprise edition, then it will perform the backup into there. Got the idea? So, Shubham, are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
So, what I'm trying to do here, just showing the command, so you can at least familiar with the things. You are not surprised when you are going in the your environment, and quite possible some client maybe is using the enterprise edition. Vijaya, do you know what edition you are using the MySQL in your client
Not
in
yet,
Wipro?
Rajiv.
Hmm.
Not yet.
So suppose just example, I'm not sure you are going to work with the community edition or enterprise edition. But
Huh.
so suppose you have an enterprise edition, then
Yeah.
for backup you need to this task, and this task
Yes.
only one time. Got it?
Hmm.
Now you have a
Yes.
user, you have a permission. So after that, just a simple command. What the
Hmm.
command I'm putting? MySQL backup tool. I'm calling from which user I connected. So backup user. It asks me the password. Whatever the password I have given, and the backup directory I have given, and here it will perform the backup. That's it.
Okay. This one command is enough in
for,
Enterprise Edition.
for taking the backup.
Yeah.
Okay. So what
Yes.
it will do, it will go and it will take the backup into there. Got it? And you can able to perform this accordingly whenever you will execute it. So in the commercial edition, it will use, it will ask you the password, and then it will perform the backup. Hope you got the idea.
Yes, Rajiv. Perfect.
Now for this, whenever you want to test it and whenever you want to use it, so on the my YouTube channel, you can see I have shown you the one of the example where we have performed the MySQL Enterprise backup. Got it? Of course,
Okay.
that backup I am taking from the my tool Enterprise backup with the workbench. So just example, if I can go, hope it is visible to you.
Yes, Rajiv.
So how to use MySQL Enterprise backup? Are you able to see? So I'm sending this link. You can go there and see how it work. What are the things can be used into this? Got it? Whenever you have a time, not right now. Whenever you have a time, you can able to perform. So this backup you can able to also tool take the from the your remote machine because but then if you are performing then backup user you have to create the from the IP address for your client machine. Got it?
Okay. Okay.
Like the user connection you have done similar way, and then you can able to
Yes.
perform the backup. Got it?
Yeah.
So here I have just shown you how you can use with the workbench. So you can see I am using the MySQL Enterprise backup. Are you able to see? So
Yes.
here the tool I am using MySQL Enterprise backup. So my workbench is the Enterprise edition, and then I have performed the backup over there. Got it? So just you have to give the path or MEV folder like we have given, and then it will perform the backup. It will ask the username, password, then what type of backup you want, the full backup, hourly, weekly, and so on. You can schedule it, you can give it, those all. Hope you understood the concept.
Yes, Rajiv.
Got the idea? So this is the way we can able to perform the backup into MySQL. Now let me show you the another backup type. Okay. So for that, let me go to the clear my screen. To connect with the new terminal window.